Now we are starting our new chapter, that is our fifth chapter, arithmetic progression. Till now we have completed chapter number 1, 2 and 3. So I hope you go through that. Now this one is important and interesting chapter. Till now this is a totally new concept for you, right? Because this type of question you never done. So first of all, we need to understand what is arithmetic progression. So for that, I will give you some day-to-day life example. Now you have seen the flower petals, right? Next one is honeycomb. So these are the hexagonal shapes which are connected in series, right? So you have seen all these examples. Next one is a maze. Because in a maze you have seen like each one is like this, right? So these are the example of series, all these series. So we can simply say that these are in sequence. What I can say, these are in sequence. Now if I give you some more example, if you put rupees 10,000 in a bank and you are getting rupees 1,000 as an interest every year, then your next year your amount will become like 11,000. Next year it will become 12,000. Next year it will become 13,000. Clear? If I give you one more example, if you are starting a job with a starting salary of 5,000 and you are getting an increment of rupees 500 every year, then first year your salary will become 5,500. Next year it will become 6,000. Next year it will become 6,500. Right. So one more example: if you find the area of a square of side 1 centimeter square, then the area of this square will become 1. If I give you a square of side 2 centimeter, then it will become 4. If I give you one more square of side 3 centimeter, then the area will become 9. So if you observe each and every example, in each and every example you are having a pattern. What is it? It is having pattern, right? So pattern must follow something, because you can clearly observe after seeing the pattern what is there. In some pattern number are decreasing, in some pattern number are increasing. So here what is an AP? So I can say it is a series of number in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number, to a preceding term, except first term. So what is the meaning of this? It is simple, but still if I translate this in a simple language, then I can say, if I give you one example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? So here each term this is first term, this is second term. So from first term I am getting second term by adding 2. From second term I am getting third term by adding 2. So each term is obtained. Each term is obtained adding fixed number. This one is your fixed number to a preceding term. Preceding मतलब आगे वाली टर्म. आगे वाली टर्म में आपको एक फिक्स नंबर ऐड करोगे, then you will get next term. So the series is called arithmetic progression. It is an AP. Now if I give you one more example, if I say at 1 4 16 25, is it an AP? AP है. So here, what is the difference between this? If I add plus 3, then I can get 4. If I add 12, then I can get next term. If I add 9, so here the number is not fixed. So I can say that this is the difference between this 4 minus 1. So common difference is not same. Common difference is not same. So it is not an AP. Clear? It is not necessary the number are in increasing order. If I give you one more example, if 40, 38, 36, 34, 32, 30. So you are having a doubt. That sir, in definition you told that if we add a number to a preceding term, then we can get the next term. So here, how it is possible? Here, if you subtract 2 from 40, so if I can write like this, plus minus 2. So this can happen, 40 minus 2, that means 38. So what I have done? I have done addition only. I have add minus 2 to 40. So our words in definition are totally right. You can say this statement both way. You can say like this: if you add 40 and minus 2, you will get 38. If you subtract 2 from 40, then also you can get 38. So both way you can tell, or you can say that our judgment is totally right. Now in AP we need to understand some important term which we have to use in our example. So if I tell you example 1, 1 3 5 7 9, right? So here 1 3 5 7 are called terms. These are terms. Here 1 is called first term. What is it? First term. It is denoted as A or A1. What is it? It is A or A1. So these are the important terms which we will use in sum. So you have to remember. Here A first term is always denoted as A or A1. The 9 is called last term. 9 is called last term. It is denoted as AN. It is denoted as AN. Right. Next, A2 minus A1 is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2, which is called common difference. And it is denoted as D. It is denoted as D. Right? So these are the basic term you need to understand, right? What is there? First term is called A, common difference is called D, and last term is called AN. Right? Now we are moving on example 1. Right? Example 1 is for an AP, for the AP 3 upon 2, 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2. Write the first term A and the common difference B. Right. What we have to do? We have to write the first term and common difference B. So here A is equal to 3 upon 2. That is called the first term. The next one is common difference. What we have mentioned? We have mentioned it is D. D means A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1 means 1 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2. Here denominator is same. So if you take LCM, it will become 2 as it is. Numerator 1 minus 3. So plus minus minus and big number 2 ones are 2. So your common difference will be minus 1. Right? So it is a simple example. This type of question will not be asked in exam, but for your base, for improve your base, this is the example from which you can say that it is a D, whether it is a A, right? Now, write down one note. The general form of an AP. AP means arithmetic progression. Now, each and every time I will not write arithmetic progression, we will use the short form of arithmetic progression, that is AP. So A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Right? Why this is general term? For example, if I give you this one is your AP 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Right? So this is your A. Right? Here, what is the difference? Difference means A2 minus A1 means 3 minus 1. Here your difference is 2. So if you add 1 plus 2, so you will get 3. So that means if you add the difference, you get the next term. Here difference 2. So 2 times 2, that means 4. So if you add 1 plus 4 matlab 2 times D. Here the common difference is 6. 6 means 3 times 2. So matlab A plus 3D. Right? So this way you can get the general form of an AP. Right? Now we will move on example 2. And then we will start with the exercise. Now example 2 is, which of the following list of numbers form an AP? If they form an AP, write the next two terms. Now, first one is 4, 10, 16, 20. Second one is 1, minus 1, minus 3, we have to check the question. They say which of the following list of number form an AP. इसमें से कौन से लिस्ट में AP हो रहा है, right? So for checking whether it is an AP or not, what is the definition? Definition is common difference should be same. So here we will check the difference. For obtaining the difference, what we will do? This one is your first term, this one is your second. So what I do? I will check A2 minus A1. Here A2 minus A1. That means 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. Second one, A3 minus A2. This one is your A3. This one is your A2. So 16 minus 10, it will be same. You can check one more. A4 minus A3. So 22 minus 16, it is also 6. So you have to check for 3 to 4 step. Why? Because it is not necessary. It can be like this. Here common difference 2, here common difference 2. But here it may be 4. So it is not an AP. So you have to check for all terms which are given in the question. So here all the difference is same. So I can write here A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2 equal to A4 minus A3. So it is an AP. Here this difference is same, so I can say it is an AP. Now if they form an AP, so this condition is true. अगर AP हो रहा है, then write the next two terms. So we have to write two more terms. Here this one is A1, A2, A3, A4. So which term I have to write? I have to write A5. So A5 means A4 plus D. आगे वाली टर्म में हमारी डेफिनेशन क्या है? If you add the common difference to the succeeding number. So here A5 is a term which I need to find. So for that succeeding term is A4. आगे वाली टर्म क्या है? A4. So if you add common difference to the succeeding term, you will get next term. So here A4 plus D, that means A4. What is your A4? 22. 22. What is your D? Difference is 6. So 6 is equal to 28. If I need to find A6, what is your A6? A6 means A5 plus D. So what is your A5? You got A5. 28. What is your D? Difference is 6. So you got 34. So this way you can, first of all, for checking whether it is an AP or not, you need to find the difference. If your difference is same, then you need two more terms. Then first of all, last term is a fourth term. So A4 plus D, that will be your fifth term. Clear? Now in next sum, we will follow the same. Here A1, A2, A3, A4. So A2 minus A1. A2 is minus 1. Minus 1. Minus minus plus. Here A3 minus A2. A3 is minus 3 minus minus 1. Now minus minus plus. So it will become minus 2. Next A4 minus A3 minus 5 minus minus 3. Here also minus minus plus. It will become minus. So A2 minus A1 all are same. See, you can check. Right? So A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, A2 minus A1 all are same. So it is an AP. Because the common difference is same, then you can say that it is an AP. Now, if it forms an AP, you need to find the next two terms. So 4 terms are given. So which term I have to find? I have to find fifth term, right? So for finding the fifth term, according to our definition, what is the formula you will put? So A5 is, and A5 is equal to A4 plus D. A4 means minus 1. what is the difference? Difference is -2, so you will put bracket here -5 plus minus minus. So here minus minus plus and sign will be same. So a5 is -7. What is the sixth term? a5 plus b. So here a5 is -7 plus d means -2 plus minus minus, so it will become minus, and so this way you can solve, right? If your question is not an AP, then you need not to solve for this. अगर आपका AP है ही नहीं, then we cannot find the two more term. So simply you have to write it is not an AP and your sum is over, right? Now exercise 5.1, question number 1, that will be given, or I will start this in next video. So till now what we have understood, first of all what is an AP, right? AP किसे कहते हैं? So AP किसे कहते हैं? It is a series, given series of numbers, right? We are having a many number series, but all are not an AP. The series in which the common difference is same, means first term और second term का difference, second और third का difference, third और fourth का difference, जो difference same हो उसी को हम AP बोलेंगे. AP में जो फर्स्ट टर्म है उसे हम A बोलेंगे, या तो A1 बोलेंगे, सेकेंड टर्म है उसे A2 बोलेंगे, एंड लास्ट टर्म को हम क्या बोलेंगे? AN, राइट? कॉमन डिफरेंस कैसे मिलेगा? सो सेकेंड माइनस फर्स्ट, थर्ड माइनस सेकेंड, फोर्थ माइनस थर्ड. नाउ एग्जांपल में हमने क्या देखा? फर्स्ट एग्जांपल क्या था कि आपको फर्स्ट टर्म और डिफरेंस फाइंड करना था. सेकेंड एग्जांपल में फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू चेक वेदर इट इज एन एपी और नॉट. सो वो चेक करने के लिए हमने क्या किया कि दो टर्म का डिफरेंस लिया, सेकंड और फर्स्ट का डिफरेंस, थर्ड और सेकंड का डिफरेंस. इफ द डिफरेंस इज सेम, सो वी कैन से इट इज एन एपी. आपको जितनी टर्म दी है सबका डिफरेंस चेक करना है. अगर आपका डिफरेंस सेम है तो हम आगे की टर्म फाइंड कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज इट इज एन एपी. अगर डिफरेंस सेम नहीं आ रहा है तो वो एपी में नहीं है. अब आगे की टर्म कैसे मिलेगी? So if you are having a fourth term, then you can find fifth term easily. If you add the difference to the fourth term, then you can find fifth term. So right, this is the simple basic question, because this type of question will not be asked in exam. Again I am telling you, this is totally a new chapter to you. So if you are having a clear concept of what is A, what is D, what is AN, then you can solve the next or a little bit some hard question, right? So I hope you like the video. So revise it. We will meet in next video. Thank you.